Howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Sorry to bother you.
No. Always a pleasure. Sit down.
Well, this ain't exactly a setting visit. All we want a little standing up time.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, Jethro here has got into his head he'd like to commence serving what they call his military hitch.
Oh, yes, sir. I want to volunteer. Well, very commendable, very patriotic, but I think the government would prefer that you finish your education first.
Oh, I done gone clean through school.
Yeah, Jethro's graduated 6th grade.
Yes, sir. Highest in my class.
You, Jethro?
Yes, ma'am. Other fellas no higher than this.
Jethro, graduating from the 6th grade is a fine accomplishment, and we're all very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
But there's more, right, Miss Hathaway?
Oh, yes, indeed. Junior high, high school, college.
Well, yes, ma'am. We know there's more education to be got. But Jethro is anxious to commence serving his country now, and Granny's on his side.
Granny?
Yes, you see, Jethro ain't got his full growth yet. And the more he grows, the more he eats. And Granny is wore to a frazzle keeping him let out and filled up. And she says, let the government feed him for a spell.
He can serve his country while his country serves him.
Of course, he can resume his education when he gets out. And by volunteering, you can choose any branch of the service you like. Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Corps, Coast Guard.
Have you decided what you'd like to be, Jethro?
Well, yes, ma'am. I want to be a spy.
Spy?
I never give you that notion.
Well, I seen this movie about a spy, Old 007. This rascal really had himself some high old time.
Not 7? Oh, you mean 007.
Yeah, you see, double knot spies is what you call irresistible to women. This fella spent most of his time fighting and loving and fighting and then loving some more.
See where you can hold your own fighting, but when it comes to loving, you're greener than a gourd.
That's what you think.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the room.
Take note. Talk to you later, Jethro.
Sit down, boy. Now then, suppose you tell us about this loving you've been doing.
I ain't been doing no loving.
What?
Shucks, when it comes to loving, I'm greener than a gourd.
But when your Uncle Jed said that, you replied, that's what you think.
Yes, sir. That's what I think, too.
Get up, boy. We won't be taking up no more of your time, Mr. Drysdale.
Well, you can pick up some recruiting pamphlets at the post office. They might be helpful.
Thank you, we'll do that. You didn't miss nothing, Miss Jean.
So I heard. Jethro, I think you should forget about becoming an intelligence agent.
Is that the same thing as a spy?
Yes. It's a dreadfully dangerous occupation, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
Oh, that's one of the good things about being a double knot spy. You can get shot, stabbed, blowed up, drowned, and everything. The first thing you know, they's back hugging the girls again, good as new.
In the movies, perhaps, but in real life...
Excuse me, Miss Hathaway.
Now, those papers for my attention.
For Mr. Drysdale.
I'll take them.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I'm gonna be a double knot spy.
What's that?
I'll show you.
Jethro! What are you doing?
I'm spying. I'm doing pretty good for not even having my third number yet.
Turn her loose. Turn her loose. Sorry, ma'am, you don't know what he's doing.
He sure had me fooled.
Oh, from my office, you curvaceous flirt.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Come on, Uncle Jed.
But Jethro, I didn't mean... Out.
Granny, let's go swimming. Swimming is for fish. Besides, I gotta fix Jethro's britches. I've done let him out as far as they'll go, and they still hit him halfway up his drumsticks.
Maybe we could stretch him.
Maybe so. Here, grab hold of the ends here, and we'll see if they got any give to him.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, they stretching out real good.
Hold on! Them britches have done give all they got.
Well, Granny, like you say, quick as Jethro joins the army or something, the government will keep him in clothes and feed him, too.
That's right. I do hope we're doing the right thing by sending Jethro into the service. It's like giving the United United States another country to feed.
Jethro does set a great store by his victuals. Well, you know, he kept Pa waiting on a truck this morning because he had to have a snack before he left.
Jethro had to have a snack.
Well, he said he was going to.
My turkey. My turkey. I had a whole fresh roasted turkey in here. Jethro done snuck in, snitched it, snacked it, and snuck out.
By doggies, Jethro, you're going to have a time deciding what to be. Soldier, sailor, Coast Guard, Marine, airman. All pay top money, too, close to $20 a week.
Bet your spy makes pretty near that much. That's what I want to be, a double knot spy.
I don't see nothing in these government folders about joining the spies. Besides, it all seemed to me like kind of a sneaky way to make a living.
Well, you ought to see this movie about them. Them double knots lives high on the hog. Maybe the government calls them intelligence agents, like Miss Jane does.
I don't see nothing about them in here neither. Well, we'll talk about it over some noonday victuals.
Oh, good. I ain't had nothing since breakfast but a little bitty old snack.
Here's something to think about, Jethro. Do spies eat as good as soldiers and sailors?
Well, gee, I don't know. This movie didn't have much eating in it. Mostly fighting and loving.
Well, you can't keep that up for long without eating something. Another thing, do spies get to wear fancy uniforms?
Well, gee, I don't know.
Well, you could do with some new duds. Them breeches of yours look like you're fixing to wade a creek.
But spies gets lots of other dandy things, like shoes with knives that stick out of them, and suicide pills, and cigarette lighters that take pictures.
Well, the food shoot is back. The one-man locust play. I bet you're hungry, ain't you?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
What's for victuals, Granny?
Overlooked stew.
What's that?
I'm stewing everything he overlooked. And it ain't much. Go fetch your cousin Ellie. She's swimming in the cement pond. No. Go out the front way and around. You ain't passing my icebox again without somebody riding a shotgun on you. You have done snitched your last snack.
Now, Granny, all growing boys eats between meals.
That one eats between bites. Here's the outfit Jethro ought to join up with. The Marines.
How come you picked them?
Well, at least they can feed 'em. They got fish ponds down there the size of this house.
Down where?
Marineland.
Yeah. We went fishing down there once. Right friendly bunch.
The fish wasn't so friendly, especially that big goomer they called a whale.
Granny, you hadn't ought to try to catch him. He was just too much fish for one little woman like you.
The fish ain't been born that's too much for me.
All right, forget it.
I ain't about to forget it. I vowed I'd come back and get him, and this is my chance. When Jethro goes down to join up with the Marines, I'm going with him.
Now, hold on, Granny. Jethro ain't said he'd join the Marines.
I said it for him.
Now, Granny, Jethro is the one that's going to serve, and Jethro is the one that's going to choose. And it ain't right for you to try to force him into the Marines just so you can get back at that fish. You hear?
Yes, sir, Jed.
I mean it.
Yes, sir, Jed. You're the head of the clan. I wouldn't go again your word.
All right. Let's go have some victuals.
You're right, Jed. Anything you say, your word is law. I'm just a poor, old, weak, obedient woman.
See how easy it is to swim? Come on now, you try. Oh, come on now, Skip. It's fun. Jethro goes in service. I ain't gonna have nobody to swim with unless you learn. Tell you what, got a whole bunch of bananas hid in a tree. If you'll try swimming, I'll tell you what tree they's in. Attaboy, Skip. Come on, and you'll have enough bananas to last you a whole week.
Ella May, come on into victuals.
Jethro, where did you get them bananas?
Remember that big tree we thought was an elm? These was growing on them.
Them Skipper's bananas, a reward if he learned to swim.
Shucks, Ellie. Swimming's easy. I could learn him in no time. Why, just pick him up and throw him in. That's the way Uncle Jed learned me.
Attaboy, Skip. Come on.
You're in for plenty of trouble, boy. You just pushed yourself a double non-intelligence agent.
Help Jethro to serve his country the best he knows how. Help him to be a good soldier, a good sailor, whatever he decides to be. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Pa, when Jethro goes into service, can I get me a critter to swim with?
What kind of a critter?
A swimming critter. Tried to learn Skip, but he don't care about it.
There's lots of swimming critters down to Marineland.
Granny.
I ain't talking to Jethro. He ain't even here. I'm talking to Ellie. Remember all them friendly seals and porpoises and things?
I sure do. Pa, could I get me one?
If Jethro was to join up with the Marines, he could bring you one home from Marineland.
Granny.
Well, he better join up with something pretty quick or we're going to starve to death.
Yeah. He didn't leave nothing for this here stew.
The stew looks fine to me. I reckon it tastes fine, too. Now let's all commence eating it and stop trying to push Jethro into the service. Of course, the quicker he goes in, the quicker he'll get out.
Hey, Granny, can I come in now?
Are you dry?
Yes, ma'am. I've run till I'm bone dry.
All right, then.
Help yourself to some stew, Jethro.
Thank you.
Wait, don't take it all. Well, sit down, fill your bowl.
Well, I can't, Uncle Jed. These pants will cut me in two. I'll eat just standing.
Well, go eat over to the sink.
Yes, sir.
Wait, you forgot your... Join the Marines.
I wonder how that got there.
I wonder.
Greetings.
Oh, howdy, Miss Jane.
Oh, don't let me disturb your lunch. I just brought a pin-up picture for our departing serviceman.
A pin-up picture?
Yes. You think it was too daring of me to pose like that?
No, I reckon not. The bear was dead, wasn't he?
Well, Jethro, have you decided what you're going to be?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Like I keep telling you, I'm going to be a double-knot spy.
Hey, Jethro, what's a double-knot spy?
That's a feller that goes around fighting and loving and saving his country.
Well, how?
He gets other spies to tell their secrets. If it's a man spy, old Double Knot's got a weapon. And if it's a lady, well, he hugs and kisses her, and first thing you know, she's blabbing secrets to beat the band.
First off, we got to get him out of that spying ocean.
I have an idea.
What is it?
I will convince him he's not qualified to be a spy. Contrive to leave me alone with him.
You gonna have some stew?
Ain't that what I just had?
Yeah, I reckon it was. Oh, Granny, Ellie Mae, y'all come out with me to the pantry. I got something I want to show you.
Right there, Jed.
You stay here with Miss Jane.
Hey, but Uncle Jed, what about...
It ain't nothing to eat.
Oh.
Jethro,
Yeah?
I'm going to give you a spy test.
Well, hot dog!
Now, I have a very important secret, and you must get me to tell you what it is. But if you fail, you cannot be a spy.
Okay. Hey, let's pretend we's meeting in a foreign country. That's where double knots hang out, mostly.
Very well.
Howdy.
Well, hello there.
You a spy?
Yes?
Me too. You got any secrets?
Yes?
What are they?
I won't tell.
That's what you think, baby. Okay, let's have them. No.
No.
We'll see about that. Okay, commence blabbing.
No.
No again?
I refuse to tell my secrets.
Well, guess that means I can't be a spy.
Oh, and don't give up so easily.
Well, I done kissed you twice and hugged you to boot.
You've got to do everything you can to make me talk.
You sure it's all right with you?
I'm a spy. You've got to expect these things.
Well, you'll talk this time, I guarantee it.
No, I won't.
Oh, yes, you will.
Oh,
strike a woman! Gee, I don't want to, Miss Jane, but shuck heck fire. What else can a fella do?
Someday I gotta have a long talk with that boy.
Come on. Time's a wasting. Let's get to Marineland.
Granny, what's that rope for?
To lasso my whale. He's too big for a hook and line.
Now, Jethro, are you sure joining the Marines is what you want to do?
No, sir. What I want to do is be a spy. Miss Jane says I got to graduate college first. Shucks, by then I'll be too old to do any of that double knot hugging and kissing or even fighting. I'll be pretty near 25.
Yeah, that's over the hill, all right.
Hey, Pop, can I fetch on me a swimming critter from Marineland?
We'll see, Ellie. Jethro ain't even joined yet.
Well, how about if and I join the Marines, too?
Well, I'm afraid not, Ellie. It says here in the paper that they can build men, but I don't see how they can build one out of you. Hold on, Jethro. Pull up here, Jethro. Let's see what the sign says.
Hot dog, look at that. Marines gets fed 6 times a day.
Yeah, you ought to be able to manage on 6 squares a day, Jethro.
With a few snacks throwed in. This is the outfit to join up with, Jethro.
I wonder where I go to volunteer, though.
There's a sign yonder on that there fence.
Let's drive up there.
Wanted. Young man for training and feeding. That's me.
Wait a minute, there's more on that sign now. Must be expert diver.
Uncle Jed, if they feed me right, I'll give them any kind of dives they want. From belly flops to double somersaults.
Here comes a young fella. Maybe he can tell you where to join up.
Well, can I help you folks?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We was just reading your sign there, and,
And this fine, young, handsome, good-looking fella is volunteering.
Well, good diver, are you?
Best in the whole world.
Granny, let's not stretch the truth. He is at home in the water.
Ever worn a wetsuit?
Well, shucks, yeah, I had on a wetsuit just this morning.
That's right.
Well, let's talk about training. You know, some of these marine mammals you'll be working with are pretty smart.
Not as smart as Jethro. Why, he's the finest, bestest, most
Now,
educated.
Granny, let's stick to the truth. The boy has graduated school.
You're highest in my class, too.
Jethro is a fine, upstanding, honest, hard-working young man.
Has he had any feeding experience?
Mister, for his age, I'll put him up against anybody in the world.
Glad to hear that. We have 6 feedings a day, 7 on Sunday.
Ooh! How soon can I get started?
Well, we got a feeding just about now. I'll get you some gear. We'll see what you can do.
Hot diggity dog.
Oh, you mind if we go in with him for a minute, just to see he gets started on the right foot?
Sure. We'll right in through this gate.
Leave me off at the park, horses. I am the whale pond. That is my swimming critter. Let me off. I like you. If Big Jethro joins up, I'm gonna see can I take you home. And I'm gonna put you in the cement pond. Me and you will learn Skipper to swim. You like that? Huh?
Well, I had a little trouble finding gear to fit Jethro. He's bigger than the rest of our divers.
He's a husky boy, all right.
Finally located one of the old style suits that was big enough.
Well, that's mighty nice of you to do that for the boy.
Well, that's my job. I'm general factotum. See you later.
Doggies. That's the closest I've ever been to it, General.
Where are you, Mr. Whale? Come on up so I can get a look at you. Don't be afraid, it's just me, Granny. I won't hurt you. Where are you, you big fraidy cat? Come on up here, I dare you. He's bigger than I remember.
Uncle Jed, it's me.
Jethro? What are you doing in that get-up?
This is what that feller told me to put on.
Well, I reckon you just about got to do what he says. He's the general.
Boy, I sure hope the Marines don't do much marching. These shoes must weigh 100 pounds.
Good and stout, though. You're a long time wearing through them soles.
And you ought to heft this belt he give me. It weighs another 100. So does this dad-blasted helmet.
Jethro, I wouldn't do a lot of belly aching right away. The general went to a lot of trouble to find you one of them suits that'll fit you.
Yeah, well, he can have it back. I'm plumb tuckered out just walking here.
That's why they feed you 6 times a day.
But Uncle Jed, look what they give me to eat. Raw fish.
You're right generous helping.
Uncle Jed, I can't eat raw fish.
I'm sure the general don't expect you to.
Well, what does he expect me to do with them?
Cook them. Of course. Marines has got to be able to do for themselves. Now, the general is just testing you. Get busy.
If and you can't come home with me, then I'm gonna stay right here with you. That's right, I'm with you. You like it? Let's play, come on.
Have another in Jethro's? Plenty here.
No, thanks, Uncle Jed. That'll hold me till the next feed.
Snap to attention, Jethro. Yonder comes the general.
Hey, help me up. Well, what in the name of Moby Dick is going on?
Boy had himself a mess of fish.
You mean you ate those fish I gave you? Oh, no, sir, not all of them. There's plenty left.
Jethro, stir up a fire or cook the general a fish.
Oh, no. You're not supposed to cook those fish.
Oh, well, I reckon you can blame that on me, General. He might have ate him raw if I'd let him.
No, never mind. Grab your helmet and what's left of the fish and follow me over to the tank.
You hear that, boy? He ain't gonna have to walk in them shoes after all. General's gonna put you in a tank.
I've come back to make friends with you, Mr. Whale. Come on up and visit with me. Come on. Stick your pretty head up. Watch out! Jethro, give me! Come see what I caught!
Fine family. Everybody went in the water except the one who was supposed to.
But, Uncle Jed, if I'd have gone in with them lead shoes and belt and all, I'd have sunk like a rock.
You're a chicken, Jethro. Now I'll never get my whale.
Count your blessings, Granny. You got the greatest fish story ever told.
What you mean?
You're the first fisherman that was ever thrown back by the fish.